like a field that is accessible only to a certain class of people.
People are talking about like India is developing fastly.
Understand the fact that they deserve it, they know certain things, and that is why they are being given doctors.
When I came, I have references here. I got the job earlier, so I got busy.
I am a person who always tries to look at the greener side of any situation.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। जिंदगी के अंदर हर बंदा आगे बढ़ने के लिए कुछ चांसेस लेता है, तो उसी सिलसिले में बहुत से लोग, बहुत से स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं वो जो एक डेवलपिंग नेशन से मूव होकर डेवलप्ड नेशंस में आते हैं, वो अच्छे ज़राए की तलाश के अंदर आते हैं, अच्छे इल्म की तलाश के अंदर आते हैं। तो इसी सिलसिले के अंदर मैंने एक अपनी खास दोस्त को बुलाया और उनसे रिक्वेस्ट की कि प्लीज़, क्योंकि वो बहुत बिजी होती हैं, तो मैंने उनसे रिक्वेस्ट की कि प्लीज़ मुझे थोड़ा सा टाइम दे दें। एंड सो here इज डॉक्टर शालिनी दिनेश कुमार। सो विदाउट इंटरप्टिंग मैं डायरेक्टली उनसे बातें करता हूँ आपके सामने। सो हाय शालिनी, हाउ इज यू?
Hi, Numan. I'm so good. Thank you. First of all, I really apologize to you and all your viewers that I would not be able to speak in either Hindi or Urdu, and I really apologize for it. Thing is that this is not going to be a regional content anymore. A lot of people from various parts of the world are going to watch it, so I thought English would be more appropriate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even it was when I met with you people, and it was shocking thing for me that you people don't know Hindi. So I thought, why? They are from India, they should know. Then you people told that India is a big country. Even not you people, there are a lot, many people like Tamil and all the Gujaratis. They don't know Hindi properly. So then I realized, and even I have tried to speak in English. So Shalini, just tell me about your journey. Like, from which part of India you are. So what you have studied, and all those things.
Okay, so prior, like your prior question was that how come you people don't know Hindi? Actually, I do know Hindi, but I'm not very much fluent in it. Thing is that India is like it's a multi, it has a multi-language. There are almost 29 states in India, and every different state has their own language. So it's not that um there is not a single language to communicate all throughout. People
Yeah,
from various states have different language, and me, I come from southern part of India, and in southern India again there are like five predominant states, and I come from Tamil Nadu, and my
yeah.
language mother tongue is Tamil. So
Oh,
it's like as I said again, different languages, but Hindi is like the link, connecting link, like how English works here, and that's how Hindi works there. People know Hindi, but in Tamil Nadu, predominantly since we speak Tamil, I didn't have the need to converse with Hindi. So
yeah, yeah.
that's how, this is the thing between the languages. And asking about me, I am a dentist. I completed my bachelor in dental surgery, and I have an experience of working as a dentist for almost 2 years. And then I
It's
decided to
nice.
do my masters. And when I came up with the decision, it was like I had two options: either to pursue the same course in India, or I'll have to, choose another country to study this course. When I looked into the standards, to be honest, the current course, there are very reputed universities in India which has this course. The decision I mean, why I took this decision of coming to abroad and pursuing this course was I wanted to come to abroad, I wanted to
Yeah,
stay alone, I wanted to be independent, I wanted to learn the culture of another country. And, I thought it's high time. I am in the prime age of my life where I'll have to be independent and try to develop certain skills, which is possible when I be on my own. If I am like stuck with my family and
mm,
they are helping me with all my things, I don't think I would develop certain qualities. I thought I thought this would be a good chance for me not only to develop my academical skills, or along with those, I thought interpersonal skills and all these will be developed only if I grab this kind of opportunity. And that is the reason I chose UK. And So if you are asking me what was the reason I didn't choose this course in India but in UK, I would say that because I wanted to have a different kind of experience, not being in a comfort zone. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and
Yeah,
try different things. And that is the first reason I just chose another country. And I thought UK was comparatively safe. You know, I I may be wrong, but in my notion I'm a little bit scared of, US. And I have heard a lot of my friends are there in US, and I have heard a lot of uh, difficult stories of them
yeah,
surviving there. So I thought UK would be a nice bet for me, and I've always
yeah,
dreamt of visiting the England from my
yeah.
childhood, so
Yeah,
I made use of it.
yeah, okay. So, you know, as you have explained it, so that why you have left your country and why you came to UK. But when we see, as I'm from Pakistan, and uh, even in Pakistani social media, it's a lot. Many people are talking about like India is developing fastly, and we are just lacking right now, as we both countries born together. But right now India is progressing a lot. But if when I thought to talk with you, so then I searched certain data, and I have seen that even 30% uh, people from Europe, from US, they go to India and they got treated from there, especially in dentistry. So then this thought came that why people are living, even not you, like in our, if I see my university, our university, and 80% are Indians are there. And even in our class, not 80, I think I will say 90% are Indians, and even three or four Britishers are there. So this thing come in my mind, like why they are leaving their country, even they have good opportunities there. I have seen that for public health, there are certain universities in India that are giving good courses, and the students from there working in different countries. So yeah, this is my question, but you have answered it. But it's in only in your case that you wanna come here abroad, you wanna be self-made. So you did not want that, कि लोग क्या कहेंगे, कि शालिनी जो है वो सिर्फ इसी अपने वालिदैन के ऊपर डिपेंड कर रही थी। लेकिन मुझे ये चीज आपके बिहाफ पे नहीं है, लेकिन दूसरे लोगों के बिहाफ पे आप शायद बता सकें कि यू कैन टेल कि व्हाई दे आर लिविंग देयर कंट्री।
Okay, so coming to dentistry, as you said, India is very much popular for its dentistry because we are the do you know the term dental tourism, where
Yeah,
people
yeah,
from abroad countries, they
yeah,
come to our
yeah,
country and get treated. Thing is that the world class dentists are from India,
yeah,
which is something to be proud of. But again, the it's again this entire interview is like from my perspective. They may be different kind of reasons, and they may be different kind of analysis from other people, but this is from my perspective, from my point of view. Basically in India, I wouldn't say there are less number of dentists. There are a lot of dentists, and there are very you know wide number or increased number of dental colleges across India. But the
yeah.
problem which I say is they are not evenly distributed. Almost 80 percentage of the dentists will be found in the urban side.
Ah,
So
okay.
the concept of dentistry itself becomes like a field that is accessible only to a certain class of people. The middle and the upper class of people
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
ones who would be able to access dental services.
yeah,
There are various reasons, because of the cost or because of the accessibility, availability of the doctors. There are many reasons as to why only certain people go and get treated for their dental problems. And and coming to the question which you asked, why are these dentists then leaving their home country and going to abroad countries and trying to secure the jobs? Simple. Even though it is the field of medicine, not everybody, even, okay, let me put it in this way. Even though we want to serve the people, we want to serve our families too.
Yeah.
Only there is a statement, charity begins at home. Only
Mm-hmm.
when you are able to provide the basic needs for your family, the next step will be you can do your service, regularly
Yeah.
in an abundant way to the society. The problem which I see predominantly with my fellow colleagues are that they are not being paid properly. You know,
Yeah.
uh, when I was an intern, I saw my friends who did jobs without getting any money. They don't get paid. I was
I
lucky in all the ways.
Sorry for cutting. I also have seen my friends. Some are working in Lahore, some in Islamabad, and they are working freely. And even this thing frustrates them. But I know it. Pakistan's financial situation is worst right now is in the region. But in India's case,
Actually, let me tell you, India and Pakistan are like very very similar countries. They are like
yeah,
very similar. Okay, once upon a time they were together, and
yeah,
even now when they are separated, they are like soulfully connected.
mm,
Almost everything is same. Okay,
yeah,
so thing is, there are a lot of private colleges, and students pay lakhs and lakhs of amount to
yeah,
finish
yeah,
their
yeah,
courses, and they take educational loans. I'm talking the reality.
yeah,
People
yeah,
take
yeah.
educational loans to study. So when they complete their course, obviously they'll have the need to pay back their loans. At least they need money for that. So in that case, when they're not getting the money, second thing what they'll do, they'll search for opportunities where they're getting their money. So that
Uh,
is how I think this is the reason why many of them they're not being. And I would also say, not all the dentists are being respected the way they deserve to be. You know,
yeah,
some people even argue straightforward that dentists are not doctors. So even that's a kind of disrespect. Anybody who studies body, I think I wouldn't say that they should get the term doctors. If if the title DR is being given to dentist, then people must understand the fact that they deserve it, they know certain things, and that is why they are being given doctors. Not every specialty in medicine are or I mean, not every people who study different specialty in medicine are being awarded with the term or with the title DR. There is physiotherapy, and
yeah, yeah,
I don't think people who complete physio are getting their DR title, no. And there are a lot of things, but there are only few specialties where they have been awarded with DR. So we must understand the fact that they're not simply awarded with DR. If they are awarded with DR, they know things, and that is why they're being given the title. And I think we must recognize that. So respect, and again, income, not being awarded with good salary, and I would say again innovation. The dentistry in our countries, all the
yeah, yeah,
South Asian countries, are developing countries. They, if you want to emerge your field, if you want to study more about it, you will have to have more innovation, more technology, more funds for research.
yeah,
We don't even have funds for paying the doctors. Then how will we have funds for letting them do some research? No, it's not
yeah,
possible.
yeah, yeah,
So for all these, so I would like to state, funds, extended opportunities, respect, all these put together, these are the some of the few reasons why dentists from regional countries or developing countries are trying to go to developed countries, from my
yeah,
perspective.
yeah. So, on the last your words, like same is the case with the Pakistani. Like there is a big fight that is happening between the pharmacists and the doctors because the degree in Pakistan is known as PharmD. So even the pharmacy council says that they are doctor of pharmacy, and but the other fraternity did not accept it, and doesn't accept it. So and they are fighting for this role, like who is doctor and who is not doctor. And same is the case, like I have talked with a very well educated person in Pakistan, and he was a liar, not liar, he was a lawyer. So he said, directly the pharmacist or the he used a Punjabi word, so like, the drug seller, you can say in English, but if I can't use that word here. So and on the other case of some some friends very much indulge with their drug discovery and development, and they are they were working in their undergrad levels, and they were struggling for this, very small, like uh, we study a course known as dissolution studies, and they were struggling for their samples for simple small machines like dissolutions, and they were not finding even in Islamabad. So that is the capital of Pakistan. So yeah, I understand these things disturbs you a lot, and then they push you to move away your country, and you look abroad, and the developed nations. So the other thing, as you are female, like, and when you left your country and came here, and so the difficulties that you had faced here. So can you please tell about those difficulties to live alone, uh, uh, to live away from your home or family?
So I am a person who always tries to look at the greener side of any situation. Even if
Yeah,
you put me in a room of darkness, even if there is a single hole, I'll be like, oh God, there is a hole. I'll not consider about the darkness. I'll consider about the hole. I'm that kind of person. So if you ask me about the difficulties, I'll really have to sit and think. I would not say difficulties. Again, cultural shocks, maybe.
yeah,
You know, again, India and Pakistan very similar. Land of culture. We have our
yeah,
own culture, and um, from childhood we are brought up in such a way that we have certain culture, we have certain traditions, we do things the way we were told to do, and suddenly coming to a Western country,
yeah,
and again I had my own cultural shocks, looking at certain things happening in certain way, and that was really shocking for me. If you ask me how I coped up with it, I would say that it all depends on the individual.
okay,
Anywhere, if even if you're in Pakistan, even if you're India, there are going to be certain incidents that will happen around you, which will be shocking to you. Whether to follow the same and become one such person or not to become one such person is in your hands. So my concept is that no matter which corner of the world you go, if
yeah,
you think that you could follow, you could be the same person you were back in your hometown, you can be. Nothing is going to disturb you. The only thing which I wouldn't say it was disturbing, I would say it was, obviously, one day I'm in India, the next night I'm in Pakistan. I mean, sorry, the next night I'm in United
hmm,
Kingdom, and that was initially, oh my God, okay, these things happening. Okay, they even you know even the school kids here smoke. Oh, okay, fine.
yeah,
These things are very common here. Okay, I should be used to it. Because back in our country, if we see any school children in uniform smoking, I
yeah,
think any person who walks past will come and ask, what are you doing? Which school are you from? You're
yeah,
not supposed to do that. Who gave you the permission, or from which shop did you get? If it's in my place, I'm sure I can tell you. The person will go to the shop and he will catch his collar and he'll ask you, how dare you sell it to a school children? So this is what happens in our country, right? But here it's very common. We see children of lower age work coolly with
not
cigars.
not only smoke, they do many things, that we
Yeah,
can't say here.
that was very shocking to me. And again, it was shocking to me, but there is nothing I could do about it. It's a different country. At the least, if it's somebody I know, I could go and tell them that, "Mm, maybe this is unhealthy. I wouldn't. I would not say this is inappropriate, or I would not say that this is something you must not do. I can't go and order anybody, but at least I would put some sense into them that this is unhealthy for them and also for the people around them. But again, since you're in UK, you can't do that. You just have to watch people doing all this and walk
Yeah,
past, which is something uh
like
that's
it's their culture, so
yeah, that's
you
where
don't need to
I felt
discuss
like, yeah,
about those things.
cultural shock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But by now
So
I'm used to it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So then, the other thing that I want to discuss, ask from you that when I came, I have references here. I got the job earlier, so I got busy. But then, even many girls or boys have asked me, "Can you please help me for finding some job?" Even they was, looking for those jobs that uh, literally, like one girl, I don't want to mention about her. She said that, "Can you please help me to find a job of catering?" So I thought, why? You're a girl, it will be difficult for you. So then she said, "Yeah, I can even move from, from Preston to other towns, and can you please help me?" And I said, "Okay, I will ask." But this is the thing. This question that I wanna ask. So the difficulties that you had faced for finding your job here. So
Okay, so it took a long time for me to grab a job, but I did not approach any agency, or
yeah,
I did not get job through any agency. I just sat on myself and I applied for every single job that I could see in all the job portals, be it like Total Jobs, LinkedIn, everything, whatever job portals were available. I used almost all of,
yeah,
and that's how I got my first interview. And luckily I was selected in my first interview by God's grace, and I got placed. So it was comparatively easy for me. But I have a close friend, and
yeah, yeah,
she tried to grab a job through an agency. It took almost 3 months for her. So something which I would recommend people is that instead of if you are in another country, then agency is fine. But if you are here, right here in UK, and you have
yeah,
all the means, you could just go to the firm directly and seek a job, or try to, I'm sorry,
yeah, yeah. It's okay. It happens.
edit it.
Okay.
So I would recommend that people directly.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah.
So
No, no. It's okay. It happens. No worries.
so the
Just
thing is
speak.
that I will recommend people to directly apply to the firm using the company's website rather than going through the agency.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
how I.
So yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 So can you please tell about your job nature? So which job you are doing right now? Like,
Okay, so
are you working in a dentistry department or something like that? Something else?
no, actually, I am a freelance medical writer. I've been doing this from like India. So I publish medical contents, I publish dental contents. The reason why I'm still sticking to that profession as my sideway job is that because I don't want to get away from dentistry. I don't want to forget dentistry. I want to be in touch with dentistry in some or the other way. And that's why I'm still pursuing that. Alongside, in here in UK, I secured a part-time job with an agent. I mean, with a care home where I work as an healthcare assistant. It's basically, you try to help the residents with their basic needs and feeding and the basic needs of a carer job. I just do this as a part timer, and again I
Yeah.
put my freelance medical writing and doing my master study.
Yeah. So, you know, I have asked with from many people that, can you know I heard that a carer has to do lot things like cleaning of the patients, and even you have to help them to change their clothes, so this will be difficult for you. So can you please elaborate that? the responsibilities of a carer that
Okay,
you
so
know.
basically, it's like it depends on which kind of care home you're working. I work in a residential care home where most of the people do their activities on their own. It's just you'll have
Okay.
to take care of them. You'll have to be next to them, make sure they don't get hurt or they don't trip. It's just like that. So it really depends on what kind of care home you work. And
Okay.
again, my duties as a daily, I work as a night care assistant. Basically, it involves taking care of the residents at night time, making sure they are okay on their bed, or getting up, taking them to the bed, or getting up from the bed, or assisting with them during their needs like eating, or just the basic needs. It's like, a carer. I think the carer jobs comes under band too, right? I'm not.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I heard this thing that about they come under tier two visa, I think so.
I am not
And
sure of it. I really am not sure.
no, no, no. I heard these things. I never talked about those things because I don't want to be a carer, so that's why.
One
So
second.
yeah, okay,
Um, yeah.
okay. So just tell me about your future goals. So like, what where you see Shalini in 3 years or 4 years, except marriage.
Marriage is not in my plans for the next 3 years.
Yeah, okay,
Other than that, I'll have to complete my master's degree successfully. Then, meanwhile, I'll have to prepare for my licensing exam in dentistry, which is
yeah,
in the ORE. I'll have to start preparing for it. And then, once I secure my license, thing is that I want to go back to India and I want to use my degree in Masters in Public Health and bring
okay,
about a few changes. I told you, right? The reason why I chose, I haven't mentioned the reason why I chose MPH in particular, like public health in particular, because I wanted to make few changes. And so I'm definitely going back to my country to make those changes happen.
oh, okay. So ठीक है शालिनी आपका बहुत शुक्रिया कि आई नो दैट यू हैव टू डू मैनी अदर स्टफ एज वेल सो आज आपकी शिफ्ट भी है शायद तो आपने उधर भी जाना है और थैंक यू सो मच कि आपने अपने इंतहाई वो हमारे यहाँ ये बहुत ही यूज़ किया जाता है बट आपने अपने इंतहाई मसरूफ वक्त में से चंद लम्हात को निकाले तो वो आपने मेरी रिक्वेस्ट के ऊपर थोड़ा सा टाइम दिया तो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस थिंग एंड आई
Thank
होप
you.
कि
Thank you so much, ma'am, for having me. And I don't know if my answers were very clear or, on point. If you have any clarifications regarding anything, you can really ask me and I'll explain it to you very clearly. And if my perceptions were contrasting yours in any way, I I didn't mean to offend anybody by any of the things which I said, so I want to make that clear to you. Thank you so much for having me.
I know that you're so nice so that's why these words you're using being nice but मुझे नहीं लगता कि आपने कुछ ऐसा वैसा कहा है जिससे किसी की दिल आजारी होगी तो थैंक यू सो मच और मेरी ख्वाहिश है कि अल्लाह आपकी ये सारी जो काविशें हैं द एफर्ट्स दैट यू आर पुटिंग फॉर योर बेटर फ्यूचर so may Allah succeed you in your future so thank you so much bye
Thank you.
Allah
Bye.
Hafiz